Hi everyone. Thought I'd do a little, what everyone's doing, that little start of 2022 YouTube catch up. 2021, I'm crocheting by the way. I'm making a skull beanie, which is pretty cool. I'm making it for a friend, the person that I'm staying with. 2021's been pretty shit actually, and it ended on a fabulous bang of my mother dying. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before her birthday, and basically a month before Christmas. And if today is the 3rd, I think? No, oh my god, it's the 5th, I just checked. It's the 5th of January today. I've been staying with good friends. I had to fly out from England to Australia because my mum was diagnosed with aggressive cancer, and she got 3 weeks. But my awesome friend Nicole, who is planner extraordinaire, helped me and hubby get all the paperwork together, got me a flight out to Australia. This is during COVID, mind you, everyone. And told me what paperwork I had to do, what things I had to fill out, how to sort out quarantine, how to sort the exemption during quarantine so I could see my mum in her palliative care. And it's been a whirlwind. I flew out on the 11th of the 11th. It hasn't really stopped. I got to see my mum 7 times before she passed, including she said she was going to hold off dying until I was out of quarantine and out of having to wear PPE, which is, you know, the whole plastic gloves, mask, goggles, plastic sort of jacket thing. And she did. I got to see her once and got to hold her hand and be next to her the day I got out of quarantine, and then she passed away the next morning. So I've been mighty upset. As you could probably imagine, my mum and I had a very close and strong relationship. Friends as well as family. And it was really her and I, our whole lives. So then I've had to sort through her house because, of course, this was unexpected. She was healthy until she wasn't. And then she was dead. Hopefully you saw the trigger warning statement at the start. So yeah, it might be a bit of a ramble. Anyway, so I've been sorting through the house and the things and what I want. And then I'm doing a second sort and pack now because I'll be going over to England. I'm staying with the lovely friend of ours, and Claire and Mark, for this week and a half. And then I'm going to go back to Pam's for a few weeks to do final sorting at the house, tidying, saying goodbye. And then I'll go back to Nicole's for the last 2-3 weeks. And then I fly back to my wonderful husband. So I missed my mum's birthday, I missed Christmas, I missed New Year in England with the family, and yeah, anyway, there you go. The rest of the year, I was doing my study, and I passed all my taught section of my master's degree, which I forget that I've done because so much other stuff has happened, but I'm quite happy, pleased. It's hard to say that, but yeah, I am that I passed it all with all the stuff going on. And I had just started doing my dissertation, but I'm over here now, so that's been put on hold until September of this year, 2022. So I will be graduating. I'll hopefully get my dissertation in and will be passed, and I will graduate at the end of this year. I got the start of the process. I'm waiting for assessment for diagnosis of ASD, autism spectrum, and that actually a friend of mine said it's like coming out as I'm coming out as autistic. And while I haven't yet officially got a diagnosis, I fit in to those categories so much more, and it makes a lot of sense as to who I am and how I've reacted to things throughout my whole life. So bugger I didn't get that earlier, but I'm identifying as on the spectrum or autistic. So still in lockdown in COVID over in England, still massive amounts. I'm triple vax now, which is like boom. And I'm just, crocheting is my therapy. It really is my therapy. And I'm just crocheting whenever I can, with whatever I can, for whoever I can. That's it. The year ahead. As you know, I do these without editing, partly because I have no idea how to edit properly, and partly because I want you to feel like you're sitting here with me and we're having a conversation. And then I just realized I used to do this so my mum could feel like she was having a conversation with me. Fuck. Okay. 22. I'll finish sorting out Pam stuff. I'm spending another month or two here. Hopefully I'll be able to fly back to England, that COVID cases here in Australia won't be too bad and I'll be allowed to leave the country. Then I'll go back, try and sort out my mental health, which has not been very good, as you can imagine, and it's just been getting worse and worse. Try and get my health back in order, because at the moment I've lost the capacity to regulate my eating, so I've just put on lots of weight. So you don't need to tell me, I already know. So I'm hoping to get that back off in the next year to 2 years, because I'm going to do it slowly. Get some more tattoos maybe, find a part-time job, hopefully in the museum sector, and just try and work out what this next stage in my life is, because I don't know. I miss my mum. It's still very new. You know, she died 28th of November, so it's really only been a month and 7 days. So what, 6 weeks? 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So anyway. So yeah, I hope your 2022 is good, and I hope mine is, and I hope we can all get through this, getting vaccinated, being sensible, being thoughtful of other people, wear your mask, just don't go out. Think if you need to go out, you know, if you don't need to go out, don't go out. By the way, my mum didn't die from COVID, she died from cancer of the bowel, but I still think it's important to just be considerate of other people and the risks they might be having that you don't know about, the disabilities they might not see, and what they're going through. So just be kind to people, as my mum always was. This was not meant to be a big teary, oh, woe is me, I'm sorry, guys. This is why I crochet. Anyway, right. So my goals for this year are just to get my mental health a little bit more under control, learn more about autism and the spectrum, and try and implement those things into my life, because while getting a diagnosis officially from the NHS will give me a diagnosis officially from the NHS. It's not, unfortunately, able to give support to people over 18. And that's because it's so underfunded. So I will just try and do it myself, and G will learn things, and I will learn things, and my friends will learn things, and we'll all try and implement them. And I've already started doing a few little things that are actually helping, like headphones, and so on, and crocheting. And I would like to learn to be less apologetic about myself taking up space in this world, because I do at the moment, and I want to be more confident in the place I am and the space I take up. And I want to get back to my internship, and I want to get my dissertation written, and I want to become Master Cat and get a job in a museum somewhere, or a library, like a medieval library with books. Just, yeah, have a goat farm and live the rest of my life with my wonderful husband. That's what I want to do. So let me know down below what you want to do. Or if you've got any, resolutions or thoughts about what you'd like to achieve this year, I'd love to hear it, love to know. And, no, I'm not sorry. It's been a really hard year, and I'm glad I've been able to verbalize it, and I'm glad you've listened to the end. So, Happy New Year. And hopefully the next video I do, I'm also hoping I might get into a more regular routine, but routine's really hard. Unless it's to do with chocolate. So hopefully I will get into more videos more regularly, but don't hold your breath. Just be prepared, so like, subscribe, and put that little thingy on the bell all, because when I do put one out, it will be a lovely surprise. So, okay, everyone. And I might even put some makeup on when I'm back in England, because it's too hot over here to wear makeup. It's just too hot. Because I am now very much a disliker of the heat. I did before, but I hate it even more now. So, anyway, okay, everyone. Love you. Bye. Bye.